Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for digital nomads, expats, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, please visit venezuelainsider.com. Survive the European energy crisis in Venezuela. And why Venezuela? Well, let's start what's happening in Europe. First, Europe, of course, has four seasons, and we are entering winter. And winter is your thing, good for you. However, most people maybe don't like this extreme cold weather, especially on the northern side of the European Union. And not easy, let's be honest. By the same token, we also have to talk about the situation in Ukraine and Russia. And first of all, it's generating this political and safety instability for the EU. And also, we have to mention that European energy crisis due to, of course, the supply chain that was also hammered and damaged during COVID and the COVID measures and the supply chain and you name it. And long story short, we have high energy prices in Europe, especially on EU countries. And why is that? Well, of course, we have supply chain bottlenecks due to the war, due to the measures of COVID. But at the same token, you also have to consider that Europe, the European Union, especially in some places like Spain, they have all those bureaucracy, regulations, taxes, you name it, that make energy prices soar regularly. The, the fuel is high, the prices are sky high, even higher than some other expensive places, like for instance the United States, where you have a little of gasoline close to $2. That's almost, at some moments, it can reach $7 and $8 per gallon. So mobility is high, the petrol, the gasoline is expensive on the European Union. It fluctuates country to country. Also, the natural gas, the heating gas, it's getting very, very, very expensive over there in Europe. Of course, fluctuates depending on the country. And the electricity bill, it's astoundingly expensive over there. Many people on the summer, they don't even dare to turn on their AC unit. On winter, many times they don't want to turn on the heat system, because it's very expensive to do so. And many people have to remember that most countries on the European Union are not as rich as, for instance, the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, you name it. And that's quite a predicament that most European citizens have. Although you also, well, have to take into account that the seasonal condition that you have on European soil. Now, how can you take care of these issues in Venezuela? Well, first, let's start that Venezuela is a tropical country, so you don't have extreme weather here. Of course, there is hot on some cities, like mine, for instance. I like the heat, so I don't have a problem with that. I like summer all year round. I like to go to the beach, a warm weather, a warm water beach. I always have to clarify that. And for the last part, the electricity bill is quite cheap here. Some cases it's free, but let's say you have to pay something that is nonsense compared to what you pay on Western Europe. Also, the gasoline prices are fairly low for international standards, are way higher than they used to be in Venezuela, where gasoline prices were practically free. And right now you have to pay 50 cents per liter, and many Venezuelans are pissed for that. However, it's still way cheaper than most places around the world, and especially cheaper compared to the European Union. Other thing is that you come here and you're hot, and you want to refresh yourself, and you want to turn on the AC unit, you can do it here and leave it all day. And actually, all places, all the offices, all the businesses, all the stores, all the restaurants, you name it, they always have their AC units on all the time. So you're going to be fresh every time you go to a place. And lastly, it's a cool place to hang out, at least for winter time, and you want to rest for this harsh winter that you have in Europe and all this situation that you have due to the war, due to geopolitics, and you name it. Maybe Venezuela might be for you. Of course, there are plenty of options in Latin America, but with this specific issue, Venezuela can cover you better than most places in Latin America, not only for the climate, but also for the situation regarding the price of energy. So if you want to survive a European energy crisis, maybe Venezuela is for you. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to work with us, please visit VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again. Have a nice day.